Assalamu alaikum, my dear and proud students. I hope you are all fine, and as you know, we are heading towards our next chapter, chapter number 8, it's world population. Yes, this chapter has to be added in our syllabus because nowadays we are facing such a huge problem in a form of a population. In 1900, there was an estimated population of 2 billion, and you can now imagine that how much this population has been increased. It is now 3 billion right now. Yes, exactly. Though we are facing some life threats like accidents and earthquakes and war condition, as well as nowadays we are facing the coronavirus, but still the estimated death rate is not that much high rather than the birth rate. So nowadays United Nations have given us the estimated form of population. This is 7 billion. Yes, nowadays in our globe, in our planet Earth, there are almost 7 billion people on the planet Earth. So the thing is that we need to consider, we need to think about the problems which this huge population is facing. This huge population needs a proper place, a proper urbanization to live, right? They need food. Food is essential part to live, and nowadays we do not have that much enough food to give to our population, or we do not have that much land to grow such type of food, such huge amount of food to give them or to fulfill their starvation. So in this lecture we will talk about the problems which this population is facing, this 7 billion people facing right now. So very first heading, food. Nowadays we are heading towards new technologies, and we are growing GM crops, and we are emphasizing to have crops in a very less time, but for this particular reason we need to have land as well, right, to harvest or to grow the vegetation. But mostly people are living on those land areas, those mostly the rural areas have become the urban areas now. So this is a huge problem to give proper amount of food on a proper time to the population right now. So we are still unable to grow a proper amount of food for the population of the earth. I told you regarding the food. Now come to the second point. The second point is that urbanization. Now people are coming towards the cities from the rural areas, from the villages, to have a better lifestyle. And in the city there is a huge rush of people and vehicles, and it's very hard to facilitate each and every person. It's very hard to give a job opportunity to everyone, to provide public transport, to provide them individual houses, to give them medical facilities, to provide them better education to each and every child. So such amount of people, migration of people from one place to another, from rural area to urbanization, is making a problem even for the sanitation as well. So we can give the education to our people regarding the increase of the population. We have to give them proper education, to give them the proper awareness of population growth and how we can cover it, how we can boost our knowledge to have a better population rather than a blast of population in our country or in our planet Earth. Right, guys? Next point is, we need to change our traditional customs and traditional values to give boost to the women empowerment. Right, guys? Women empowerment is quite necessary to give the awareness regarding the population in the world. Why we need to give the empowerment to the women? Because mostly in underdeveloped countries, people emphasize to have more children, to have more boys, because boys in front of their eyes, boys are more give them more power, and boys will go out to earn for them, and the family will grow more better rather than having more girls. So if we give the empowerment to the women, if we give the education to the women, and if we give the better facilities and equal rights to the girls and the women as well, then this discrimination will be covered. This discrimination could be easily recovered. So we need to give the empowerment to the women, and through this empowerment, women will be allowed to go out to earn, to take more education, to have better education. The second point is that, okay, we are having such huge population over here in our country or in our planet. So now we can make them useful, we can make them skillful, we can give them better education. If they are not getting the education, they should take some technical education, they should get some kind of a skill to earn better. If they are farmers, we need to give them better education, how to have processed seeds, new way of farming, way of cultivation can increase their knowledge, and they can earn better. So if each and every person will do their job in their scenario, so such population will be helpful for each and everyone, and there will be a great ecosystem in between the people. Right, guys? The second point is that government should put some sanctions or fines to have, if families are having more than 1 or 2 children, then there should be a fine. What kind of fine that could be? Like the way China have introduced the one-child policy, as I told you earlier, and we have talked about it. If the Chinese people are having more than 1 child, then the government does not allow them to have free education or free medical facilities, and things like that, small things like that. So people think twice before having the second baby or the next baby. If in our government or in underdeveloped countries such type of sanctions will be introduced, then hopefully this problem of overpopulation will be coped up easily. So guys, the reason why this topic is added in our syllabus is that we need to, being a youngsters, we need to think about our world, our nation, our society, our planet Earth. Because we are the one who can make the changes. We are the one who can give the awareness. Yes, we students can give the awareness even to the elders that there should be better education in our country, there should be a better living facilities in our country, we need to have better sanitation facilities, better sports facilities, and we are having right to have a better food to live in this planet Earth. Such kind of awareness can make a better world. So guys, in this chapter, we have talked about the world population, how much population we are having, in which areas of the world we are having more population, and in which areas we are not facing that much population issue, how we can cope up the population issue, right guys? As I told you, the major points, more points will be included after I will check your registers, and you will give me more suggestions regarding how we can cover the population growth, right guys? And in this chapter, we need to talk about the life expectancy as well. That how latest technology and scientists have changed the life expectancies. This topic will be added in our next unit, right guys? So hopefully that each and everything is clear in your mind regarding the world population, and in our next session we will see the more slides, and I will give you more points regarding the world population and how we can cover it. Alright guys, I hope each and everything is clear in your mind. Thank you. This is me Shugufta Faisal signing off. Allah Hafiz.